Andy and I get in, fire up that little motor, and we're going to go to town and get you guys some help. We've got plenty. We've got enough for everybody. We've never had to use them, but if we do use them, we'd be getting on them right over here. Okay, guys, right where you got on. Restroom. Anytime you're on a 3-hour tour, right up here, 3 bathrooms, okay? They're just like at home, flushable toilets. They're not those pump kind that you may have been in a motor home or a boated home, okay? Use them anytime throughout the day. All right. Smoking. There's only one place that the Coast Guard allows us to allow you to smoke on this vessel. That includes vaporizers and that sort of thing. You'll take these steps right there, and you'll go back behind that wheelhouse where I was talking about. We have cigarette butt receptacles back there. We want to keep your butts out of the water on this tour, okay? We want to keep it lasting nice and beautiful. All right. Who has seen the Deadliest Catch? Awesome. And listen, if you haven't, don't worry about it. We're going to show you all kinds of different fishing. It's not just crapping today. We're going to enlighten you on a bunch of Alaskan stuff. But if you have seen that show, you may have seen us on season 2 with this vessel get hit by a massive rogue wave. That massive rogue wave was taller than that boom right there. Okay? That thing knocked this ship on its side. Boom! Blew windows out of the wheelhouse. Flat ship, no power. The only thing that brought her back was we had crab in the hole. It gave us ballast. It came center ship, able to fire her back up another day. We've got other stories about this boat that are going to blow your mind. Anyway, if you want to check that video out, we have it on a 4-minute loop inside our galley right back here. Okay? You go in there anytime today, and if you take this walkway, you'll find your galley. All right. Now, we've got a lot of stuff that every crab boat has, right? We've got this dusty hauler, we've got the longline hauler, we've got the launcher, we've got the king coiler, and we've got the king block. We're going to use all this stuff today. We're going to explain to you, we're going to demonstrate. But we have something that no other crab boat in the world has. And it's something we're really proud of, and I'm jazzed to share it with you. You guys ready? We have a gift shop. That's right. Right in through that galley door right there. Now let me tell you, only several people can fit in there at a time. Remember, we're in the age of COVID still, right? If you're going to be in a confined area, whether it's in that restroom right there, or whether it's in that galley, we ask that you mask up. We have masks in there if you need to. Just kind of make your own decision going in and out of there. Now, if somebody does develop some symptoms on our tour, you can throw one of those off to the side. We've got a place that we can quarantine you. You won't miss anything, but we just want to keep everybody safe, okay? One more thing. How about that? Cell phones. Everybody has a cell phone, right? Everybody uses them as their camera now. We want you to do that. But if we get phone calls and things like that, we ask that you need to make or take a call. We ask that you remove yourselves from the crowd. Find some place on the boat, whether it be that heavy deck or somewhere where there's not other people, and that way they can enjoy the show too, okay? We really appreciate it. Now in that gift shop back there, we've got all kinds of stuff to sell. We've got these jackets, these captain's jackets. Normally you only get these when you've been on a boat for a while. We've got sweatshirts, shirts, beer koozies, shot glasses, the list goes on, okay? We've also got a selection of snacks for purchase back there, candy bars and chips, also water and pop for purchase. But I think the one thing that you may want to get your hands on while you're here is we have half-pound portions of cracked buttered king crab ready for you guys to eat. It's for purchase back there. All you got to do is ask them at the counter, okay? Populate Southeast Alaska, okay? Now, if you take the state of Alaska, did you know that you can do that? And that is our state right there, okay? We're just on this little arm right here. And there's 3 tribes. There's the Plinkets, the Tsimshians, and the Haidas, okay? We're going over to the Tsimshian land. This is a net island. They migrated here in the early 1800s. They took that island as their own. They've lived there a long time. Now, in the early 1900s, while the United States was putting people on reservations, natives across the land on reservations, they came to the Metlakatla Indians and they said, hey, we want to give you guys your land that you've been living on these 100 years already. They said, well, hey, if you're going to give us our land and this is going to be an official thing, what we need are the waters around that land. We're a subsistence culture. We're going to use all that. So they asked for and they received from the federal government the only sovereign saltwater rights in the United States of America. That means when we go into their land, within 3,000 feet, we cross into their waters, there's no longer state or federal regulations for those fisheries. And here's why that's important. When Captain Dave put this tour together and had this grand idea, he went to the Department of Fish and Game for Alaska and he said, hey, we're going to pull this up, we're going to show people this, and we're going to do that. He said, no way, it's out of season, you can't do that. We don't have rules for that. He met up with the Ketchikan, came into an agreement with them. We get to fish in their waters. We're really blessed. And I'll also tell you this, 95% of what we catch today is going right back into the water. May not be today, it may be another day, but it's going back so that they can catch it. There's about 5% of what we catch that we can't throw back because it would struggle in dying. We're going to explain that as we go on. Right? Now, see this tub of gear right here. This is longline gear, Portuguese style tub gear. We're going to be setting this out. It's very important when I let you guys up in a little bit that you don't touch these hooks. They're in here in a certain sequence and they need to leave the boat in a certain sequence. You'll understand that more. You can take pictures, but please don't touch these. It's important. All right. Andy's going to come down and bait that up a little bit. But I got one more treat for you guys before I let you up out of your seats. Who knows what this is? The grapple, the throwing hook, the hook, absolutely. We're going to give you guys a photo op, and I'm telling you, us guys that worked at the rail here for those years, we were cold, wet, and miserable, looking off in the distance. I want you guys to get that picture, not this one. You're going to get that one, I know. Here's the second most important thing about this. Don't throw it overboard. It can get caught in the prop, and it can take you with it, okay? So just pretend that you're throwing this overboard. That's a very important part. Okay. That's that for that. I'm going to let you guys up out of your seats in a little bit. Andy's going to come bait that tub of gear. You're welcome to ask us questions. I'm going to swap out with Captain Dave in a little bit, and he's going to come down and explain a little bit more about the history of the Aleutian Ballad. And after that, we're going fishing. You guys ready for that? Yeah. Now listen, we're on a boat. We're outdoors. We're in Alaska. We made it. We made it through COVID to get here, too. Let's have fun today. Let's be loud. You aren't going to scare us if you clap and cheer, okay? All right.
Is it high tide right now?
Is it high tide? No, it's about, it's kind of on the low tide. Our high tide will go all the way up to the bottoms of those trees. We have between a 13 and a 17-foot tide on average. Our biggest one's 22, 23 feet, and they come up and hit the first layer of our roads in town. Just that tall. So, anyway, I'm going to let you guys up. Feel free to get those pictures, explore the boat. Any kids on board? Yep. Please keep your feet on the ground and make sure your parents behave. All right, thanks you guys. You're welcome to explore the boat. Welcome aboard. Oh yeah. We're gonna get lots of pictures together.
I figured that had to be the case. They are not in season right now. So what do you do running around with live crab? We actually have an aquarium license that have snails and stuff in there. Alright? This is their stuff. So yeah, we won't be real time fishing. These guys will tell you all about them, you know, when we do fish and how we catch them.
Wow.
What do you feed them? You know, there's been times we get rockfish and take clean slate, because I used to put chunks in there and then the scales, they're getting clean meat. Somewhere in here.
Good black. You're doing a free service. Always a man. Did I not get the photo you wanted?
As long as they're getting good water out of the
Is that it?
Anywhere from 5 miles to 1,000 miles, and they will teach their young, keep coming to this point year after year. During the winter, there might be only 2, 3 mated pairs. You guys are all here from the salmon and the herring. Are they still my favorite thing to tell you? They are no longer endangered. They were taken off the endangered species list in 2007. They are, however, still protected and always will be. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you, talking up here, in Alaska, there was probably never an incident or a, concern for their population. It was definitely in the 70s. Got a little loose with our pesticides and couldn't roll on. Yes, that's a good point. He says they're here looking for fish, regardless of us. Absolutely. We haven't been here in 2 years. We had our first tour a couple weeks ago. These birds are all here. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, they don't recognize the big blue boat coming around the corner, but that isn't why they're here. The most disgusting thing about this whole park is the fact that I get paid to be here.
I do too. I'm getting paid to do it.
Monica, now you smile.
Girl, good job.
Okay. When you're done with it, you can throw it over. Small mesh, right? But in front we have quite a bit bigger mesh. That's escapement mesh. That way, while this pot's down there, hopefully the small crab get out of there. That's the theory, and they're already sorted before we get up. Now we're going to put zincs on these pots. The electrolysis is going to rust this, okay? It's steel. Instead, they're going to hit these zincs first. We have to replace these. That's where all the rust goes, right there, where it gets eaten. Now, we can fish for more than one kind of crab in here. This is set up for king crab, but we can adjust these doors here, and we can drop this panel right here into place. Now we're tight meshed all around the pot. We can fish for those snow crab with these pots as well. I think the most important thing I can tell you is over on Andy's side, we're going to cut a hole in that pot. It's going to be 18 inches wide. We're going to sew that back together with a cotton biodegradable.
Is that everybody?
We're going to get her right here.
Sure.
Now.
How about you losers in the back, man? You haven't been up here. Come all this way and deny me my picture. I'll tell you right now, this isn't about you. It's about me.
See, this is where we're around right now.